Welcome to the channel. In this video, we'll be looking at the most disturbing things caught on doorbell camera. This chilling doorbell camera footage shows a shirtless man attempting to break into this house at 4:38 a.m. It appeared as if he had given up before trying once more, followed by the video's abrupt end.
Answer the door right now, but if you'd like to leave a message, you can do it now.
What would you do if you saw this on your Ring doorbell footage? This shocking Ring footage captured a sudden explosion of a home, leaving the neighborhood stunned. Luckily, no one was hurt. However, 4 families are now left without a home. Jason Sawyer was in Dorian, and all he could do was watch his home get destroyed by this devastating tornado. It's unfortunate. Hopefully he finds a new home soon, if he hasn't already. These 2 clips were submitted by a subscriber. He stated that the man in the video came by claiming he had his package and was looking for somebody living there, despite the fact he had been living there for 6 years. Things get crazy as the man tries to enter the home.
야, 문 잠겼어. 뭐지?
The subscriber stated he no longer sees the strange man, but his attempt of entering his home left him unsettled, and rightfully so. How would you handle this? Imagine you check your Ring camera and see this creepy-ass clown waving and beginning to bang on your camera. You would think this was from 2016 during the clown craze, but as you see the bottom right-hand corner, this was captured in just 2021. Are clowns making a comeback? You be the judge. This cute cat was just chilling like most cats do before experiencing the shock of a lifetime. The cat didn't know what to do in this earthquake. One thing I know is if I'm the owner, I'm letting that cat back in quickly. Doorbell footage in Austin captures this bizarre lady doing, well, bizarre things. Take a look.
You are really idiots. I was like sitting. I don't know what the fuck you're saying, but you went to double.
Hello?
I'm saying hi. I bring some girls out of confused. I really girls out of confused. Can I come in?
You can't come in.
Please, I mean, I couldn't even, but I don't. Okay. I'm gonna respond to the wall. I'm really okay. I'm just freezing outside. I'm all by myself. And I haven't been weeks. Alright, I've just been in prison, kind of. But anyways, y'all have a good night. See you later, and bye.
How would you have reacted to this? This Ring footage captures a man in a hoodie using a knife trying to steal their camera. He was unsuccessful and his face is all over the camera footage. Have fun in jail, buddy. This Ring footage takes place in Beverly Hills and it shows a man in a hoodie with a crowbar trying to break into someone's home. Like the last guy, he was unsuccessful. Unlike the last guy though, he did have his face well covered, so I doubt he'll be identified. How would you react if you checked your Ring footage and saw a bobcat in your backyard? I suppose better than being outside to see it in person, but this is a good argument for keeping your pets inside. This doorbell footage in Philadelphia captures a SWAT team trying to get into this home where a woman with a knife barricaded herself in.
Barricade. You know where it is? The door's fucking.
It wasn't her home, however. The homeowner and her young one had to leave out the window before the SWAT team arrived. The clip ends abruptly, but I would like to think the crazy woman got caught. This short but chilling footage captures some paranormal activity. An orb can be seen floating in front of the doorbell camera. What do you think that is? Although no one is visible on this Ring footage, it's no question you can hear rounds being fired off in the distance. As far as I know, there were no serious injuries. Army veteran Michelle was horrified to see what she woke up to on a Sunday night. The thieves gained entry, leaving her pet stunned and hiding. Unfortunately, she did not get the thieves away before they took some of her belongings, including her car keys, items from her time in the military, and even her watch that was a gift from her grandfather. There were good shots captured of the thieves by her neighbors as well, so hopefully they got caught. Ring footage in Chicago shows a man in a gray hoodie approach a home and stands there for about 30 seconds, perhaps peering through and casing the joint. He proceeds to knock and attempts to cover the camera with his gloved hand, but not enough to cover up his face.
I'm so sorry. I needed hot water.
Hot water. Okay, I was putting cold water.
Could you just bring it next door?
Pardon me?
Could you just drop it off?
There were 2 crimes in this neighborhood in a short span, a burglary and a home invasion. Police believe he's connected to both. This video will send chills down your spine. 3 men can be seen and 2 appear to be armed. One of the men kicked the door down before the 3 men got away with a bunch of valuables. Apparently a dog was home, but it didn't appear to be enough. The men were never caught. This chilling footage shows a group of 4 armed masked men in London attempting to invade this home. Eventually, the homeowner awakened and yelled, scaring the men away. Thank God for that, or who knows what would have happened. This mysterious Ring footage in Florida captures an unordinary creature. The homeowner thinks it's a baby dinosaur. Could it be there are still dinosaurs on this earth? They say not all heroes wear capes, and this clip proves that to be true. A man was out jogging and noticed this home was up in smokes. He saw the Ring camera and intended to notify the homeowner.
Hi.
Hello? There's smoke coming out of the top of your house?
The homeowner was trusting enough to give the man her home security code. However, she didn't have much of a choice considering her pets were trapped inside the home. The man made 2 trips to secure every animal. What a hero this man proved to be. The owner of this doorbell was horrified to see something paranormal appear on his Ring camera. He tried communing with it, but that was not happening.
Can I help you? Hello?
However, he realized it was a spider, which is still pretty terrifying if you ask me.
Oh my god, it's a spider. Oh shit, I thought it was a guy hiding behind the door.
It was around 4 a.m. in New York when this man can be seen trying to get into this home. He tried to cover his face, but it was too late, and in spite of the camera, he remained persistent.
Then my phone went off. I've got the video doorbell. And I looked at the phone, and there was somebody trying to open the door.
The homeowner woke up and called the police, but the man had already escaped. That wasn't it, however, as he went to a neighbor's house and ran through her kitchen. Police are still on the lookout. If you thought a bobcat on your property could be scary, how about a mountain lion? The lion seemed surprised by this dead end and was just looking around. Once again, I hope no pets were present outside. This disturbing Ring footage shows a man with a rifle pacing around his home. He is said to have invaded and robbed 7 or 8 homes, according to the LAPD. As far as I know, he is still at large to this day. When our parents left us alone when young, they always told us, do not open the door for strangers. This young one did not obey that rule, unfortunately. The boy's father got an alert and watched in horror.
Hi.
The woman can be heard asking if the boy's mother is home, suggesting she told her to come. The video appears to show a sharp tool in the man's hand.
The couple didn't harm the boy, luckily, but they did leave with valuables, including a laptop. This terrifying Ring doorbell footage captures a group of men trying to break into a home, but they quickly realized they picked the wrong place as the homeowner was prepared. They would all flee except one who got hurt. Police made 8 arrests according to reports. This footage also shows a group of robbers who chose the wrong home. They were quick to flee, but they were never caught. Thanks for watching. Stay vigilant, friends. This security camera footage was captured in January 2022, and it shows something terrifying. A mountain lion can be seen roaming an apartment complex before someone was exiting their apartment, and they were shocked to see a lion. The lion hissed at the man, causing him to quickly shut the door. The lion can then be seen jumping around, seemingly panicking, before running away. Later, a woman and her dog left for a walk before the lion followed. The woman can be seen running back into the frame, frightened at the sight of the lion. Hopefully the lion found its way back to the wild. Imagine you're looking over your CCTV footage and see a young man running from a cop who then resorts to hiding in your trash can. In spite of a scorching hot 90-degree day, it didn't stop him from hiding in the trash can for a half hour. He eventually got out, nonchalantly walked away before taking off. The homeowner's reaction is priceless. The young man's efforts weren't rewarding though, as he was caught an hour later. Police stated he was wanted for theft. The woman in this footage was seen attempting to enter several homes in just the span of 2 weeks. This footage shows her trying to enter a home through the back, which seemed to be a high tendency of hers. It was also reported that she was successful in entering some homes, including a situation where she was seen in a family's living room. She's believed to be involved in several thefts, which consisted of stolen jewelry and purses.
Came up the driveway while we were all home.
Thanks to the sight of her shoes in this video, along with images of her vehicle. Neighbors are now on high alert and installed extra cameras. The woman has yet to be caught. This footage takes place in an apartment building in Texas. Jamie Buchanan was shocked at how an intruder was able to break into his home.
I don't know how he got in.
The masked man can be seen looking around Jamie's bedroom before eyeing his wallet. Jamie's roommate, however, caught the crook in action. In less than a minute, the man left out the patio door. The man was also reported to have broken into another apartment in the same complex. However, he was never caught. Home security footage captured a group of men pulling up to a home before breaking and entering. They got in through the sliding glass door. They were said to target bedrooms for valuables such as jewelry. In 3 cases, police stated that they broke into 3 occupied homes.
The suspects have entered occupied homes in 3 cases.
At the time of the video, this group has been added for 5 weeks. The men have not been caught. In this surveillance footage, a Toyota Corolla can be seen parking in front of a Northwest Valley home in broad daylight. They swooped around the back of the home and broke in through the back window. 2 men can be seen inside the home where the man in the red Nike hoodie attempted to cover the camera. The alarm went off, but that didn't stop the men from taking valuables and fleeing the scene. The homeowner was not home at the time, which I'd say is a good thing. He filed a report and police are on the lookout. CCTV footage captures a hooded man attempting to break into the back window of a home with what looks to be a crowbar. However, he's unsuccessful and goes over to the fence where he had a friend to hop the fence first and then give him assistance. After a couple minutes, they finally got the window open and broke in. There's no information in the video or in the description regarding what was stolen or if they got caught. Hopefully they were. CCTV footage at a farm captures a group of masked men breaking into a mobile home. They can be seen strolling around with flashlights before one of them uses a weapon to shatter the glass and enter the home. They can then be seen roaming the kitchen where they stole a century-old machete according to the description. Just like most of the criminals in this video, the men were never caught. In this short but frightening video, a hooded, armed, masked man can be seen before entering a home where a fatal shooting transpired. Unfortunately, that's all the information I have regarding this clip. Hopefully the man was caught for this home invasion. This footage takes place in Queens, New York, and it shows a man with a backpack covering his face with a white sheet crawling in this home. He can also be seen pushing a Wi-Fi jammer in an attempt to disable the cameras. The man used a trash can to climb up before he broke in through the window. The suspect is seen on this Ring camera footage pretending to deliver water. That home was eventually broken into and $30,000 of jewelry was stolen along with an $8,000 purse. Unfortunately for this dirtbag, the Wi-Fi reconnected as he opened a door that triggered an alarm. I'm not sure if he was caught, but hopefully he is soon if he wasn't already. A couple of men in Pleasanton soon learned they came to the wrong home. They broke in through the sliding glass door before the woman screamed and scared them away. This surveillance footage captured that event, and it's chilling. The two men attempted to break into another home, but they were scared off by the motion detectors. Not sure if they were caught, but kudos to the woman for being so brave. James Fitzpatrick was at volleyball practice, but I'm sure he was not expecting 3 masked men to break into his home. He got a notification on his phone from his security system, and he was in awe at what he saw. One of the men was boosted to the second floor window and shattered the glass before realizing they couldn't enter through there. They then went to the patio slider and busted the glass to get in. Footprints at the scene indicate the men climbed up 400 feet from the Sunset Hills golf course to get up there. James stated there was mud all over the house. Every room was ransacked and many valuables were taken, including jewelry and his CIF ring. Police responded so quickly to James's call that they caught the men in the act before chasing them down. The 3 men were caught, They're also believed to be a part of a gang and responsible for a couple of nearby robberies that took place about a month prior. They are now being held at a bail of $150,000. Imagine you're at a New Year's Eve party in Beverly Hills and see this on your home security footage. A young man is going berserk attempting to break down a door. He eventually breaks in, setting off the alarm, and begins teeing off on the box inside the home. He can't maintain his balance, but it clearly was not stopping him. Over $20,000 worth of damage was done, but police were able to identify him as a 17-year-old boy and contacted his parents. He was believed to be under the influence and the crime was random. He would, however, be charged for vandalism. 4 armed masked men invaded a Houston home and police believe this was not a random home choice. It was 5 a.m. on a Tuesday when these 4 men broke into this home. A family was home and were forced to stay put as the men stole valuables, including cell phones. The robbers made a run for it, including one dummy who fell into the pool. Police traced the cell phones, but they had already been dumped. Police are now asking for help identifying the men. This footage takes place in February of 2017 and it shows a woman approaching a home late at night before the homeowner answered the door. A dog came out of the house to sniff the woman and you can tell the dog sensed something was off. The man noticed an armed man emerge and attempted to enter before shutting the door. 2 more armed men came into the frame as well. They tried their best to get in, but the door was locked and they took off. Thank God the man ended up okay, and the dog too. This scary doorbell footage happened in Nashville, Tennessee. A man can be seen inside the owner of this home's car in an attempt to steal it before she came out to confront him. Take a look.
What you're doing? Get out of here! Lola, come! 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 Come!
The man fled the scene, firing off a round before driving off. The dog appeared it was going after him, but the round must have scared it. The authorities would be called, but the man was never caught. This footage also takes place in Nashville, and it shows a car crashing in front of this home. There were no serious injuries. However, it turned out this car was stolen by the person driving. Just a dose of karma for the driver, wouldn't you say? Doorbell footage in Flint, Michigan captures an attempted home break-in that will terrify you. The homeowner yelled, scaring them off, and as you can see, one of the men was armed. This video really displays the importance of keeping your doors locked. This creepy doorbell footage happened in Louisiana. A young man with a mask and hoodie can be seen attempting to enter this home. He then rang the doorbell asking for a blanket as some form of cover-up. Take a look.
Hello?
Do you have a cover I can use?
A cover?
Yeah.
I don't have no extra cover.
Thank you.
I don't know what his intentions were, but I don't think he was actually there for a blanket. Never open the door for strangers. Imagine you open up your Ring app and see 3 bears eating up your package. Moments later, the brave woman confronted the bears and you won't believe what happens next.
No! 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 Go! 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 Go!
The woman scared off the bears, which took a lot of guts. Would you have done the same thing? This footage takes place in Florida and it shows police attempting to break into a home. When the homeowner confronted them, they stated that they were there to finalize the eviction.
Hello? Hello? What are you doing?
We're here to finalize the eviction.
What eviction?
It was posted a week ago. What is your name?
My name is Jennifer, and that is my house.
Jennifer, what's your last name, Jennifer?
Jennifer was dumbfounded by the situation as she stated she never got an eviction notice. It was at that moment the officers knew they had screwed up and were at the wrong house. At least they apologized.
I am caught up on my bill. Nobody has served me an eviction notice.
Hey, we do apologize. We have the wrong house. It's the next door neighbors. What we're gonna have to do is they're gonna have to repair their lock on the house.
My dog is inside.
Doorbell footage in New Mexico shows a woman with multiple keys trying to get into a home that was not hers. The homeowner stated she's never seen her before, and she was also throwing rocks at her car, looking for other keys to try on the door. How would you react to seeing this on your Ring camera? This footage takes place in Texas and shows a woman on camera claiming she had food to deliver. However, the couple inside never ordered food. Another camera shows a group of 4 masked men attempting to get in the home through the back. Turns out the woman was there for the sole purpose of causing a distraction.
I heard a noise. It sounded almost like metal clinking. I woke up because of that noise.
Unsurprisingly, this left the homeowner shocked, and the neighborhood is on high alert.
Whoever those people are, they've taken our peace, our sense of security.
Police also made a point of emphasis for people to be on alert for potential fake delivery drivers. The group was never caught. What would you do if you woke up and saw that this happened at your front door the previous night? The clown was knocking, causing a dog to bark, and it appears he was trying to find a way in. Either way, I'm glad I live in a neighborhood where there aren't any creepy-ass clowns coming up to my door. Here we have another clown holding balloons in front of the owner's home. The clown approached and looked into the camera. Not sure of the clown's intentions, but very creepy. Typical for a clown. It was 4 a.m. in Boston, and a woman was away for the weekend but was shocked to get notified someone was at her house.
Well, it was a little freaky. I'm like, why is there somebody in my house?
A hooded man in a mask can be seen exiting the home. It was believed he got in through the side window. Police think he is linked to other break-ins in the area. The man has not yet been caught. Ring footage shows 2 suspects approaching a home. The man in the red jacket moved the camera to the side to avoid detection before they broke in. Paul Corsby was on vacation and shocked to be notified 2 men were in his house. They would get away with a several-pound safe along with personal items. What's even more shocking is how they didn't even hesitate to break the door down, not even knocking. These 2 were never caught. In this short but frightening clip, a man is leaving his home before encountering a bear, causing him to go right back in his home.
Oh my.
I don't know about you guys, but I would have done the same thing. It was 3:14 a.m. in Kansas City. The man seen here is the homeowner's ex-boyfriend, and he tried to take off the Ring camera but was unsuccessful. He then came back several minutes later and covered the camera up with a cloth. "33 minutes later, the woman's car was set on fire, which later spread to the rest of the home.
And domestic violence is about power and control. And when that power, that control is taken away or it's minimized, then what we see is those efforts are escalated to try to get them back.
Here are some pics of the aftermath. Now the mother, her 6 young ones, and her mother are without a home. This man in the Reds jersey slowly walked towards the back of this home in hopes to break in. However, he would soon realize he's about to try the wrong home. The homeowner came out with a firearm and pointing the opposite direction for the man to leave. The man eventually walked away, and I'm sure he learned his lesson. This disturbing footage shows a man with a knife trying to break into this woman's home.
You can see the man kicking the front door on James Taylor Lane and screaming at those who are inside.
You wanna play? Let's play!
The reasons are unknown, but after some time, he got in. The woman was in fear for her life and fired a round which ended the man's life. Police are not charging the woman as it was a case of stand your ground. The man also had a history of domestic violence and was said to have had anger issues. Do you agree with the woman not being charged? Let me know. Thanks for watching. Stay vigilant, friends.